YouTube, welcome back, guys. We're back on the free to play account, and I'm joined here by the one and only Mr. Burrito Slayer. Say hi, Mr. Burrito Slayer.
Hello,
He
hello,
is
hello.
doing his own free to play challenge along with me as the veteran, and I will be linking the first video down below. We'll also be doing an update on his video on
Yeah,
his channel. I'll link that down below as well, so make sure to go check him out. And I'm kind of just going to go over where I am and what I should be doing and what I have done. And I guess he'll just kind of add in how much I've messed up.
nah,
So,
nah. I've been watching your series so far, and you're doing pretty well. But yeah, let's just see where you're at. Let's dive in.
so as you can see, guys, I just got the 500 energy today. Tomorrow's the big day where we get
Yep.
Rathalos, which I'm excited for, just to get that nice free champion. And then tomorrow, daily logins, we get another Ancient Shard. Super excited about those. Um, All right, let's just go straight. Oh, actually, I do you. How do you feel about the gym mine? Like, what are your thoughts on this?
100% worth the investment, especially if you're going to be a long-term player.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely max it out when you can. But it's not the highest priority for me.
Mm,
I think that if you just open it up, that's good enough for a while, but you're gonna eventually want to max it out.
yeah. So I have done it once. I got 500 gems down on it because obviously we're going to be doing this for a while, and we're then going to give the account away. So I want to make
Yeah.
sure they have some free, juicy
Mhm.
daily gems coming in. All
I actually had
right.
a question about
Yeah.
that.
Sure.
What are
Sure.
you gonna you're gonna give the account away, but like what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna keep playing on your main account?
So I do want to continue, right? So ironically, I was actually thinking about this, is this account is probably going to get further ahead than my actual account
Probably.
because my actual account, I believe, is around this level actually. But has way
And
better champions. Has way better champions.
yeah. Well, why don't you talk about why you or like let me know or I guess why did you stop playing or like what was your process going back and forth between raid? Because I know you played a while because you would ask me questions here and there and then nothing and then back and forth. But like what's up
So
with
my
that?
raid thing is like, here's my thing, and I feel like I'm kind of in this position now and on how
Mhm.
I'm feeling. So let's just go to the champions. We'll start there. So here's all my champions. I have two
Mhm.
5 stars that are ready to be fed. You may be asking, why is he ascended? Needed it
Yeah.
for I needed it for one of the quests, and
Okay.
it's far easier to give him just the lesser pots than giving,
That's true.
like, I'm
No,
not gonna have an
100%.
outlaw monk five. Like, will I keep him? He's gonna be replaced very soon.
Yeah.
So I got him to 3 star, and he's just in a bunch of speed gear. And then I have two other guys that's already level 40s. Once these two get 5 star, 5 star this guy. And I'm thinking my Clan Boss team is going to be something along the lines of Kale, Wukong. I'm going to have Skull Crusher, and then I'm going to have Bellower. I think maybe Shield Guard,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Uh, for now, it's looking like that has to be the team because that's just
Right.
all you've
That's,
got.
that's all I
I do
got.
not recommend. I do not recommend keeping, with the exception of Skull Crusher and Kale. When you're moving up to Brutal and above, I don't think I would recommend leaving Sun Wukong, Bellower, and Shield Guard in. You're gonna get new better champions, so yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
for now,
then
that's okay.
in my vault, I actually have some other ones that I have just hiding in here. Um, Literally just some rares. I mean, most of them are campaign or for fusion, and they're not really
Yeah, just
important.
fusions.
I do have one question though. So
Yeah,
this three right here, what is this? Why is this A3?
she's level 3.
Oh, I'm a.
Nah, you're good,
There's
bro.
no way.
There's no way. I was like, I'm not gonna be a dick, but like, she's level 3, mate.
Yeah,
No, you're good,
yeah.
bro.
No, let's just wow. Let's just move on. Those are my
That's
champions, and that's what I'm trying to do is get Kale to the level 6 and move on from there. My challenges, I've been doing pretty decent on them. I'm part
yeah.
3 of 3 here, and I'm not going to be in gold anytime soon. Three
Mm-mm.
affinities to level 5. Like this is gonna take a while, so I'm not worried about this. The dungeons, I can actually do all of these right now. Wukong can
Mhm.
do this one. This one might be a
Yep.
little hard for the heal reduction, but I have someone that can do it. But I can clear all these on auto. I have a debuff block with Wukong, can do that here, and I can
Yeah.
literally do all of these. So I'm not worried. I need to do them within the next 2 days before they all close, though. That's the goal.
Oh yeah.
And then this one, I'm just being lazy, man. Like
Hmm.
I am just being lazy, but I could probably get this one done very soon. But right now, I'm just kind of working through these part 4 or 5, 7 of 10. I'm almost done with those. And then for my
Oh yeah.
missions,
I think it's back in the challenges tab for the artifacts. I
mhm.
think it's worth mentioning that that is such a bullshit bull crap. Is it okay if I
Yeah,
cuss in your
cuss.
video?
By the way, go for it.
That's a complete bullshit mission, dude.
Yeah,
I ran that mission, or I ran those challenges. So I was running K-Rock stage 4 for the past 2 days, and it just wasn't dropping for me. HP
yeah,
percent 4 stars. Like it's so terrible,
it
the
is.
drop rates.
It is.
So I was stuck on that one. Flew through like almost 2,000 energy for it.
Yeah, and actually, most of them suck. Like they all suck
Yeah.
because like there's a few of them that I hate. There's the one that's find a 3-star item on normal, which is like
Hmm.
for me, there was one time I went through like 300 energy on one stage
Yeah.
just to get the 3-star, and then had to do it for the next 5. And then the other one was like find it on normal. It would have been fine if it was like on hard you can do it, but on normal, find a 2-star boots, uh, chest plate and gloves with attack percent.
Attack percent.
Oh
Yep.
my god. Just sitting there, and then I would get like a 1-star with attack percent, and I was like, "Oh, great! This means nothing. I have to get a 2-star." I hated those so much. They were the worst.
We know we're gonna get somebody in this video. Someone's gonna comment down below and just be like, "Well, I did it, and it didn't take me that long." We're gonna get somebody saying that.
No, no,
So
no.
someone's out there like with like perfect RNG.
Oh, I will say,
Someone's out
some of
there.
my RNG I can't complain about. But before we get into that, this is kind of where my missions are. I'm stuck on this defeat 50 champions, man. It is. So I'm gonna go to arena. I have my
Mhm.
defense as literally just shield guard, just to get bullied a bunch to come down. I'm silver 2 now, but like I can't beat any of these teams. Like I cannot fight these. So I just sit here, refresh. Like I could beat this one, but then I'm just
Mhm.
gonna go back up to silver 3 and be stuck again. And
Yeah,
I don't really have a team, so I'm just gonna run this just to show you. Like I don't have a team, so it's literally just
I
uh
would take out Outlaw Monk and Incubus, and I would put Bellower and maybe Skull Crusher or Shield Guard, whichever one.
I
But
just
Skull
throw them
Crusher
in.
you'd have to build up. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, for now, like they're just in because I don't have anyone to put in and they don't
yeah.
have much. But I mean, for the most part, it literally comes down to can Wukong kill? Okay, now we win. Like if
Mhm.
he can't kill that guy, then I just lose.
Yep.
But I'll just run it on auto and move through.
Yeah, you pulled Bellower. That's a big one, dude. That's a
Yeah,
huge pull.
I had no idea. But like now that we're back up, look at this. All 40, 39. Like maybe
Yeah.
I could beat this one. I don't know. But we won't waste our time doing all that. I'll do it later. So if we go
You
to
could
go ahead.
you could bounce, and I think I might have like hit you up on Discord about it, but you could just bounce back and forth between
Oh,
the
losing on
tiers.
purpose.
Lose Go into one fight, lose on purpose, then you drop down to silver 2.
Yeah.
Usually you find easier fights and then you just keep bouncing back and forth, which is what I did to get past that
Do
mission.
you want to know why I haven't done that?
Why?
Because you see down here where it says I have a 90% win rate.
Nobody looks at that, bro.
I look at it.
Nah. No, no, no.
I look at it. And if it dropped below 90, I would be hurt. I would be hurt. I'm
I don't
actually
even think
upset that I lost. I was at like 97 at one point, and now I'm down to 90. It's like how far I've come, how far I've fallen. from the-
nah, nobody even looks at that, bro.
I know, but now that I know it's here, I can't help but notice it.
I don't even think that thing is accurate because on my main account it'll say like I have 100% win rate, but I don't. I lose all the time.
I mean, it's
So
fine.
it's just like
Like, look, man.
anyway, yeah.
So this is kind of where I've been in these areas. So I just wanted to be out there, guys. Newbies unite. We are further ahead in Clan Boss than the
Hell yeah.
veteran Mr. Burrito Slayer. How long is that
Be
going to
like that.
last? No one knows. But I just want to be proud of the fact. So right now, we can one key easy or normal, which I guess we'll show right now. So we can one key normal. Here's the team.
Mhm.
I guess I'll just put in. It doesn't matter.
There you go. Good choice.
But
You could take a rock tooth also, put in Bellower
oh yeah, yeah. So this is
because
pretty much
Bellower
it,
brings the increased
and
defense.
this means nothing because he's only in arena. So we'll just take the
Yep.
actually
Nope.
resistance.
Nope.
No, oh those are all what's names anyway.
Action crit.
I do have one question. I know there's a certain one of these that take the stun initially. Do you know which position it is?
Crusher, the epic.
Okay, we'll just put
But
Wukong. No, we'll put this
you
guy.
have to it's so the way it works
Hmm.
is the clan boss is going to his stun target will be the champion that is of net. There's a few checks that it goes through.
Hmm.
So one of the checks that it goes through is the clan boss is going to look for whoever is the easiest to kill in that moment. So if he has the lowest HP, he's the one,
Hmm.
or the lowest HP or the lowest defense. That's the champion he's going to go for.
Okay,
Or the other thing is negative affinity. So right now the clan boss is
I
Spirit,
will go for
Skull
one of these
Crusher
two.
is red. He's going to go for whoever is red.
Right.
But there are different things to look at. The other thing you want to look at is the position of the champion that you have placed. So right now, Kale is in position number one.
Hmm.
Skull Crusher is in position number two. Normally, if all, for an example, if everybody was void and equal and the
Hmm.
clan boss was equal, he would generally go for whoever's like right smack in the middle if
Right.
all the other checks don't appease to him.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So just keep that in mind.
All right, so we're gonna run this our first time. This is the new team. Let's just see what happens. We
Mhm.
should be able to. Oh, we
Is
can
there
quick battle.
is there gear on him?
No, but it doesn't matter because we
Ah,
one key it anyway.
no.
So we do two
Yeah, there
million.
you go. See? Yep.
So we can
A
one key.
counterattack.
Yeah, that's actually higher than we've ever done. Let's go put
Mhm.
some gear on him real quick. I know we're all over the place, chat. Bear with me. So I should be building him defense, correct? Just pure defense. So let's go through the gear. I have a bunch of gear, and I'm going to filter with defense percent. What do you think that is smart?
Um, well, yes and yes and yes, kind of.
Okay,
I,
okay,
I put like an asterisk. I would put an asterisk there. He
okay.
is a defense-based champion, and he
Correct.
is going to be tanky. But you also want to make sure you're putting HP on him because you don't want him to completely have no HP.
Right. Those were the.
So make sure you're making him strongky.
So let's do HP percent, defense percent as a primary stats
Defense
just to
percent.
see what I have. See if I have anything over 3 stars.
He's not going to be doing any damage for you. He's just going to sit there, put up counterattacks, and
Correct.
take the stun for you.
We got 2 frost sets with HP. Oh, this could be good. It's a 4 set, but resistance, attack, attack, defense. It's not the best substats, but oh, we do have defense perception gear and defense. This
Yep.
is huge, actually. This is guaranteed going on there because one, we get the accuracy for the decreased defense
And the speed.
and the speed. So
Yep.
huge. Throw those two on there. We will roll this up. We'll just do it right now. We'll
The
just
thing I
roll it
do
up
have
to
to
8.
point out,
Yep.
for you and for anybody wanting to use Skull Crusher, is speed tuning does matter. Speed tuning will make a huge difference.
Mhm.
So you want to look up for whichever level of clan boss you're attacking, and you're going to want to speed tune Skull Crusher to that specific level.
Yeah.
There's a difference between the speeds in Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare and Brutal. You basically want to have Skull Crusher put up his counterattack before he does his AoE.
Right.
And yeah.
That makes sense. All right. Come on. Oh, forever lucky. Look at that. Just enough gold
Mhm.
to get the last A. We got one accuracy there. That's fine. Um, so right now, should I be prioritizing stats over sets right now until I can get actual sets?
For
Because
now, yeah,
obviously,
just that's just what you have. Um, if it were me, I think Skull. I mean, because when I was using Skull Crusher, Guardian gear wasn't a thing,
Hmm.
but I was using regen gear on him when I first had him, so that he would tank and he would heal up.
So we're gonna throw
So
on these
that's
boots
the
because
thing I
they
was
have
considering.
some speed on it, I think. And now the rest are gonna be flat stats.
Yeah,
Let's go to just the top three, and we'll go from there. Just go all the way to the
yeah, I would
bottom.
definitely look up a guide on how to properly tune.
It's like a double speed here and crit rate. Uh, one speed, nothing crazy. Should I just give him this piece? The other piece could be better on someone else, but what are you thinking for these? Like,
I would give him an immortal set because
okay,
if he is going to be the target, you definitely want him to have some type of healing mechanics going on.
that's
But then
fair.
it also might throw who the target is. But right now, because there's no speed tuning and it's just not you're not there, you can't do it yet.
Yeah,
Uh, that's probably the best thing to do for now.
okay. Uh, let's see. We'll go with this one because it has speed on it, and he needs speed, so we'll just throw it on there for now.
Mhm.
And let's just find a really good helmet to throw on him. Something with some HP percent substat, maybe.
Yeah,
5 speed on that.
I
Not
wouldn't
bad.
worry too much about all this. You're gonna get new gear so quickly.
True. I'm just trying to
Yeah, no
get
worries.
into the thought process of giving someone something that's better on
You
them.
can actually use the filter to filter out which substats you want.
I don't, yeah, but I don't think I have anything with percent. We're just going to give them this.
Yeah,
All right. I always see this is why I hate it because I always want to claim this. But let's just go to our clan boss and see what we can do on normal. Let's keep Burrito Slayer here as long as we can, I suppose. All right.
yeah, no worries.
So I can't quick battle this, but I mean this will be
You
the
could
team.
also do a team setup so you can control the AI.
We're not quite that advanced yet. But I'm just gonna run it on auto just to see what it's like, and then I will
Okay.
work on doing that. Let's just see what happens. I want to make this as noob friendly as possible. You know, if you're just a new
Yeah.
person. Ooh, look at that damage. Yeah, we got the counter attack off. And he's unkillable. I always forget that that's a
Mhm.
thing.
So you'd want to time it and
With
speed
that,
tune it so
I
that when he
see.
has unkillable up, he takes the stun,
Mm,
and that would be the best thing to do.
he dead now. But
But he
once
took
we
the
level
stun
him,
anyway.
yeah, once he levels up, we'll be fine. Also, the counterattacks didn't go off immediately when he was going to do his attack all. So, but
Yeah, that's why the speed tuning is important.
as of like right now, my whole team is just Kale putting a million poisons down. That's all this
Mhm.
is. So, if I three key this, I can max normal right now. So I can three key normal is what I'm looking at. Sometimes I get better poison procs and I can two key it, but for the most part, I can get max chess on three keys, which is actually hard to do because I have to
Yeah,
use
especially
one
early
key
on.
for easy, and then I have to like time when the new keys are coming out. Um, and once he's level 6, though, I think I'll be able to like one or two key normal for sure. But as you see, a million damage here,
Yeah,
126 here. You know, nothing crazy.
respectable.
And then we'll go from there. So outside of that, I'm right now what I'm trying to do is focus on, as you see, not pulling shards. Do you see the
Mhm.
vacance of shards here? I have nothing
Yep.
here because all I do is pull shards. It's so hard for me not to. And for the events, I actually finished one of them I maxed, which was the Dungeon Divers. There's a new one coming out. For the
Mhm.
artifact, I am on the cusp of getting this ancient. So I just want to get this ancient before it's over. Getting the book would be nice, but I really just want the ancient shard.
Could be a Duchess in there.
Could be. And then here for the champion training, again, I just want this ancient. Like these fragments would be good, but there's no way that I'm going to be able to get this champion on this account. I just don't have the gold.
Yeah.
I don't have the energy, especially when it comes to these tournaments. I'm doing like Fire Knight. Like I don't have enough to just grind out to get these five.
Yeah.
You know, and But I might do a little bit of Fire Knight because I will say on one of my other accounts, like a newer account, I actually got first place in Fire Knight because no one else did it.
Yeah,
And that's,
it's like that.
obviously, but like 24, I can get to this. Like if I can get top
You
five, I
could.
can get a free ancient shard at least. The
There
gold
you
is
go. That's right.
nice,
The
what?
silver.
The silver's the same.
Someone's gonna comment and be like,
Yeah.
"It's silver. Dislike, unsub."
No, they love me. They understand me and my problems.
Yeah,
But so I mean that's pretty much it. In this champion chase, I'm obviously it would be nice to get some of this, but there's no way I'm hitting the 3000s unless I pull what
uh,
legendary or something. Like, what are the odds?
you'd have to pull multiple legendaries, not just one.
Great. So I'm not I'm not
Yeah.
getting that. But again, some of this stuff would be nice. This epic book could be nice if I made it, which I probably won't. The XP could be nice, but I'm not really focusing on these. I'm just trying to focus on six starring a champion, and I'm stuck right now because I have all these good champions, and I guess in my head I'm like, would it be better to just six-star Kale right now, or get Crusher up to five-star, and then get Outlaw up to five-star, and then maybe ascend him and do all this other things before? I guess is where I'm kind of stuck right now, and also it's like one of my I not knowing the thresholds suck. Like so Kale has 169 speed, which is usually pretty good.
Mhm.
75 crit rate, not bad. I don't know how good the rest of the stats are. I know 100% crit rate is kind of where I want to be at, and
Yeah.
maybe accuracy more. But it's like this.
When you say thresholds, what do you mean thresholds?
So for the thresholds, I know there's like certain thresholds that you need speed for clan boss, for dungeons,
Oh,
and
like
things
what
along those
stats you need?
lines. Right. Um, But right now, like I have like a lot of speed on this guy too because I mean he has 158, which is
Mhm.
right behind Kale, mostly because I got lucky and I on the free set of speed they gave me, I got five-star speed boots and rolled two defense percents on it.
Nice.
So this could actually be a really good set. These boots could go really good on Skull Crusher,
Skull
right?
Crusher. Yep.
Because I'm getting the extra really
Exactly.
good speed here, and then I get the 17% defense,
Perfect.
which could be really good. And then I got
Yeah.
HP percent gauntlets, by the way. So this could be good for Skull Crusher as well. It
Yeah,
probably won't be
definitely.
better than the set he has on now, though, with the gloves. But again, double HP percent here.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, clearly this is just the set that was meant for Skull Crusher to roll all that. But Outlaw Monk is just doing really good right now and doing at least 100k damage. But he
Nice, nice.
obviously will be. So these five
Retired.
right here, he's gonna get retired as soon as these two level 40s or five-star. Outlaws next, and I'm either going to upgrade Kale most likely, and I kind of wish I didn't give Kale masteries because now I feel like I'm kind of locked in to getting Kale to six-star because if I don't, then I'm literally just wasting this last slot
Yeah.
to get this right to get the extra damage. Or I think this one does the same thing. Well, this would be better
Yes.
on someone with multi attacks, but
Exactly. You got it.
like Aethel. I'm learning a little something, something. I'm learning
There
a
you
little
go.
something, something.
There you go.
These are my these
Paid
are
attention in
my
class.
yeah. Let me see. What do you think of these masteries? And should do you think they should be changed?
No, they're good.
Okay.
They're right where they need to be.
I just Googled it, chat. Don't think I know what I'm doing. I just Googled it. I Googled Kale Mastery runes, and this is what it showed me, and this is what I did. And then it told me to get this War Master one, which is next. But
Yep.
I think this will up
That's
my damage by a lot,
it will.
especially on Clan Boss. So if I can get to the point where I'm 1, 2 keying normal, and then maybe getting a tiny tier 1 chest on hard or something along those lines, then the reward should definitely help me continue to grow. And that's kind of where I am right now. I but I feel like I feel stuck. Hiccup.
What do you mean?
So right now, I feel like I don't know what my goals should be. I guess that's what I struggle with the most. Like I know one of my goals is to get Kale to six-star and like build a champion like this champion. So I have two goals: build Skull
Mhm.
Crusher, build Bellower, and Kale. Right, those are my three things right now. Maybe Skull Guard too. Would you
Yeah.
suggest Bellower or Skull Guard, Shield Guard to get up to 6 star, or would you just 5 star them, or just 4 star them?
Shield Guard is so, especially if you're free to play, I do think Shield Guard is pretty godly, and I
Mm,
think he's worth it. But because you have Bellower sitting right next to him, I would say if I was you, I
hmm.
wouldn't have even bothered with Hale just yet. I would have focused on Bellower
Yeah,
because Bellower is your 6 second campaign farmer.
right. So I will say that Kale was already 50, you
Yeah.
know, already pretty much trained up before I ever got Bellower. But now that I have Bellower, I think Kale's going to be strictly my clan boss
Yep.
because it's probably not going to get replaced for a while. Even if I
Probably
get
not.
new champions, I'll still probably have Kale going to be better than some of them. Right? I'm
Yeah.
not going to get 5 new champions that are all better than Kale for clan boss. So that's not the worst. But Bellower and Skull Crusher are going to be my next two builds. And for this guy, I don't know if I'm going to really build him up that much, um,
So
because
he can solo some content with the right gear, the right stats, and the right masteries.
mhm,
So he's a fun champion to definitely have if you don't have anybody. But by the time that you get to the point where you are going to want to use him, you're probably going to have somebody else. But for
oh,
anybody who doesn't have good champions, Shield Guard can solo like he can do Nightmare campaign
oh
if he gets
wow,
to that point, and he's great for the waves in dungeons. In Spider, he can solo some Spider
that's
levels,
crazy.
the lower stages. Slow runs, but I
Right, of
remember
course.
seeing him back then, like in 2020, seeing him solo Spider, like I think it was like Spider 8,
Oh yeah,
7,
because he
but
removes
early on,
the
yeah.
debuffs. He removes the poisons on his turn, right? Removes
Um,
one debuff from this
removes one
champion.
debuff from each turn, but it's the second AO, his A2.
Yeah. Oh,
Every time he attacks and it's an AoE, he fills turn meter by 20%. So especially when he's
oh,
critting and
attacking
hitting
everything. Then you're just getting free turns,
everything, you're just getting free
and it's a
turns.
two
And
second
that's why
cooldown. Oh
yep,
yeah. So you're just,
exactly. So he's
and if his
insane.
speed's really crazy, they never
Mhm.
get a turn.
They don't get a turn.
Oh man.
So that's something. But yeah, you could just leave him at like 40, and then if you want to pull him out later for something just to have fun with him, I
Yeah.
don't think he's necessary because I'm seeing everything that you're pulling, and it seems like you're rather lucky because Skull Crusher is huge, Bellower
Yeah.
is huge.
Well, God bless the RNG Jesus, as they say.
There you go.
So right now I'm gonna Kale 6 star. I'm gonna try and get Skull Crusher to 5 star and just leave him at 5 star. I think is what I want to do.
For now,
Just
yeah.
to see, when I do my next pulls, maybe I pull something insane, maybe I don't. And then Bellower, I'm gonna also get to 5 star and pad his stats so that he can um, do what he has to do. And that's kind of, I guess, what the goal is. But where I feel stuck is, what do I do after that, or what should I be doing also besides that? I'm lacking silver. I can't even buy this. I'm broke. So
Yeah, so
what I've been
we're
doing, just really
okay, go.
quickly, is
Mhm.
I'm on brutal right now, right? And I could probably get past this to 12-2, but I really want, or I did really want a War Maiden. Don't show
War
the booty.
Maiden.
Don't show the booty.
Don't show, don't show. I have a wife.
Because of this defense decrease. But I don't think I need to do that anymore because, not this guy, Bellower has a defense decrease and defense
Yeah.
attack. So do you think it would be smarter to just push through to the end of the campaign and grind 12-3 on Brutal? Because I don't need War Maiden because I mean, this guy does what War Maiden does at 100%
Well,
chance once
he
he's booked.
does the small version of decreased defense and decreased attack.
Oh, okay.
It's not the big version of it. Like it's still serviceable. It's still good, but I mean, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. Because War Maiden is still pretty legit.
Right. So she does a 60% decrease
Yeah, the
and
big
he only
version,
does a 30%.
and hers is at a 3 turn cooldown. So early arena, I think she's pretty good
Yeah, dude,
because you
that's
can set a
crazy.
team up for that.
Yeah. like
But
especially with Kale as a nuker, you have Wukong as a nuker. So if they're
yep,
all faster, so if you had hypothetically, um, here, newbie using his brain here, chat. If you had like an apothecary to boost your speed, right,
yep,
as your fastest, then you have War Maiden drop down the defense decrease, and then you
yep.
have Kale drop, or you get Wukong next with the block buffs and all of that damage, and then get Kale as a nuke. Then on their turn, they can't really buff or do anything, and then you have another round of nuking after that as well,
Or they're already dead.
or they're
Yeah,
already dead.
yeah.
So I guess I will grind out
Um,
for War Maiden because War Maiden, I'm literally only going to put speed and accuracy on, and Bellower will probably need other things besides just speed.
yeah, for Belor, the main thing I would focus on with him is making him your campaign farmer. And so the stats that work for me using Belor,
Mm-hmm.
you're mainly focusing on attack, minimum of 3.5k attack, speed, minimum of 103, because the fastest, because I'm thinking about 12.3 specifically.
Right. So are you saying
The
103
fastest,
total or plus?
no, 103
So
in
like
total.
right. So like right now my Kale's getting 66, but oh no, just 103 in total or plus
103 in total.
103. Oh, so he's
Nope,
oh,
just
I
103
mean,
in total.
he has 99. I just could give him anything.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay, okay,
Like
okay.
you don't have to only have him at 103, but the bare minimum would be 103 so that he could
Okay.
go before the waves in campaign because
Right.
you're gonna want to get to farm 12.3
Right.
and then you want 100% crit rate and then as much crit damage as you can. But that's basically it because he's gonna hit the waves and then that's it.
Yeah, okay. And the best
So
thing
put
about
attack numbers
Bellower,
on.
in case you guys didn't know, correct me if I'm wrong here, newbie trying to learn, is
Mhm.
the best thing about him being your campaign farmer is Kale's really good at it because of this move right here. It attacks all
Mhm.
enemies and it does a lot of damage. So you can one shot this a wave pretty much. But then after that, for the
Yep.
next wave, this hits 4 times, but it can hit one enemy 4 times, it can hit two enemies 2 times, and it doesn't really do much. And then you're attacking, and then you have to wait for this to come back off cooldown 3 turns.
Exactly.
But Bellower, if I remember right, every one of his moves attacks all enemies,
Yep.
attacks all enemies,
Yep.
attacks all enemies. So every turn, if you one shot with your A1, then you one shot with your A2, then you one shot with your A3, they don't even get a turn. You're just grinding through this content.
Exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
that's like Kale is a 35, 40-second farmer, depending.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing to depend on is if you're playing on PC or their phone. But like Bellower will do it in 6 seconds, and that makes
Six
a huge
seconds.
difference.
That's
Yeah, he's a
insane.
6-second farmer.
Yeah.
So you doing that in 6 seconds, you're going to be leveling up food so much more quicker, and it just makes a world of a difference because
Yeah.
it gets to the point in the end game, and you'll eventually get there with your
Mm-hmm.
main account is right now, you don't know what you're doing or you don't know what to do next, but it's going to get to the point where all you have left is to farm the dungeons as
Mm-hmm.
fast as you possibly can. Trying to get like a 5 turn team for hard 10 spider is another thing, or trying to do hard 10 dragon in like 38 seconds is another thing.
Yeah.
So speed is going to be what you're going to want to look for
Mm-hmm.
later on. But right now, we're both in the phase in terms of being free to play, and with these new accounts, we just want to get through things.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And I feel like this is like the area I'm in right now. And normally, I will
Mhm.
say I would have already 6-star Kale. Normally, I've done the beginning of the game so much that I can literally get hard campaign beat in the
Yep.
first 24 hours and get the sacred and pull for the bonus because I've done it so much. I think Aethel is the easiest champion to do it with, and then Kale's the second easiest in case anyone
Mhm.
wanted to try and go for that challenge. Um, but now that I'm like building other things, it's like I just feel like I'm in this moment where, and maybe because I'm kind of stuck on this mission here, let's just sneak in real quick, see if we can snipe a fight. Look at this. No. Oh,
Oh, there's one right there.
there's one, and it's a war maiden. Look at that. We're just gonna auto it. But it's to the point where like I feel like for me when I'm playing a game, I need to have continual goals that I'm needing to be met, introduced by the
Yeah.
game. So like just to give reference for other games like Dark Souls or other games, like you know that you need to make it to this place to go beat this boss. And I feel like in this game, a lot of the newer players are getting lost because the game doesn't really give you guidance to do much. Like it teaches you about all the stuff, and then these missions kind of guide you along getting certain
Mhm.
things. But if you can't do these missions, then I feel like you kind of get lost. And a lot of these, it's just like win this on stage seven. But if you can't beat stage seven, it's not like the game really teaches you what do you need to beat it, or like what stats do you
Yeah.
need, or like what things do you need. It's just like, hey, go beat stage seven, and you're like, well, my team can't do
Mhm.
that. Well, what do I do? And I feel like that's why a lot of newer players make mistakes, is because they just try and guess. They're like, well, if I can't beat it, maybe I just need to ascend all my champions. But then you're ascending the wrong champions. And then maybe you're not leveling up the right champions. And I feel like, I mean, granted, you can just Google things or watch playthroughs and watch experts, but not everyone wants to do that.
Yep. I was about to say that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who want to figure things out for themselves,
Hmm.
and I get that. And yeah, I would say that's one of the downfalls of raid in that sense. But I know me naturally, when I was getting stuck on these missions, I was there were two big things I was doing. I was
Hmm.
on YouTube trying to figure things out. And the second thing was I joined a really good clan who was able to talk me through the steps or provide video links to how to do these certain areas within the game. And raid is built heavily on community.
Yeah.
I've said this before, I'm going to say it so many more times. If raid didn't have the type of community that it does right now, I don't think I would have stayed playing raid for the past 5 years.
Yeah. And
They want, and I think they bet on that. They want you to communicate and talk amongst yourselves.
mm, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I would say, I mean, granted, like just to show you guys how good the community is, I met Burrito Slayer through the raid community when he was
That's
playing Raid Shadow Legends. And I feel like,
back in 2021, I think.
yeah, like even if we just go to our clan here, as you can see, like people are just talking. Congrats. Look, I see that you did 3 mil, thumbs up. Thank you. Talking about pools. And just to show you, not to show anything crazy, like here, I'm just like, hey, is anyone around? Yeah, is Skull Crusher a good champ? Because I just pulled him, right? Now, I'm in Germany, so the time difference, it's 2:30 a.m. for me now. So it's probably, if you're in the US, it could be 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. But as soon as they're
I think
awake,
it's
look at this.
17.
Yes, keep him. One of the few champs with team counterattack.
Yep.
And they look, and they're just the worst mistake I made is eating Crusher and all this
Oh
other
my
stuff.
god.
And people, he's the only epic with great counterattack. So I'm getting all this
Mhm.
feedback that I wouldn't normally get in other games. And even the global, I feel like I know channel 13 is one and channel one's one, but
Channel
oh,
0 is where I hang out.
all right, let's go channel 0. Look at all this, all these players, and this is just a normal global lobby. And look at all these people talking and asking questions and all this
All those
stuff.
bots.
All the bots here, obviously.
Yeah.
People asking for promo codes and or anything like that. So I definitely am really enjoying the community, and I'm in a good Discord, and I'm doing this journey with Burrito Slay and everything. And honestly, it's
Yeah.
like that's almost just as fun as playing the game, as like just being able to interact and build and see where my account is now compared to where it was with good friends
Mhm.
and good people. It's Raid's a really good game for community alone. I would play this game.
I just realized your desktop background.
Oh, let me move this other way so you can see the whole thing. There you go. Let's
There you go.
not
Oh,
talk. Whoa,
okay.
whoa, whoa, wait,
Let's
whoa,
not talk
whoa.
about it.
Yeah, wait, chat. Look, guys, look. There's nothing on my background. There's nothing on my background. I
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
promise you.
no,
There's nothing
it's
there. There's nothing there.
just the video games. I see video games and
Yeah,
Street
he's
Fighter
looking
3
at the
stuff.
files, the video games. There's
Yeah,
nothing to see here.
exactly.
On that note, don't forget to check out part two, where we're gonna go for Mr. Burrito Slayer's free to play account, which is probably far more put together than mine. So to really get
No,
a veteran's perspective on how he's like approaching the game and things he's trying to build and do, definitely go check him out. He's a great, amazing content creator. Uh, and that's all I got.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah, that's all I got, guys. But as always, until next time, guys, Senpai out.